Namaste. Welcome to Quick Fix through Bhagavad Gita. The next question is, why should I try to understand and why should I listen to Bhagavad Gita? And one more person asks, what is the importance of Bhagavad Gita? Now, I am actually very small and not an expert in this topic, and I feel that my one lifetime is very less to study Bhagavad Gita. But since few years I have been understanding and studying Bhagavad Gita, trying to understand, and I have benefited a lot, and so this is my effort, and I feel that even if one person benefits from it, my purpose will be solved. So Gita, what is Gita? Gita is known to be the most influential treatise in the Eastern philosophy, and in our social studies book it is called as the holy book. Does it mean that it is a religious book? No, that would be a little odd to say, because it was said years ago even religion came into existence. It was said 500 years before the birth of Jesus Christ, 1000 years before Muhammad the Prophet, and 2000 years ago before Hinduism even came into existence. Bhagavad Gita was said more than 5000 years ago, and Bhagavad Gita is basically telling you about the way that you should be living life, and there are main four pillars of life, four doors to liberation it talks about. That is, one is dharma, artha, kam and moksha. Let us understand these four things. So it says dharma is that it teaches you what are the right things to do and what are the things you should not be doing. Artha is you should understand the purpose of life and your existence is in life. Kam talks about the 6 negative qualities, that is kama, krodha, moha, lobha, ahankar, irsha. That means it is lust, anger, attachment, moha, maya attachment, moha, greed, ego and jealousy. These 6 qualities you should not be having. Then it will talk about moksha. Moksha is the way to getting freedom from this cycle of life and death, and where it teaches you that you should not be having any, you should reach to such a stage where you don't have desires and attachments, and you forgive and you let go. So these four main pillars give you so many answers to your life, and it can also be a guide for all the people, which it has been also, because it has been timeless. Mahatma Gandhi has said that his spiritual guide is Bhagavad Gita. Swami Vivekananda ji has referred Bhagavad Gita everywhere, and he says Aham Brahmasmi. That means I am the Brahmand and the Brahmand is within me and I am within the Brahmand. We are connected. This itself is humanity. So Swami Vivekananda ji, even Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, they have all learned a lot and followed their lives and taken lessons from Bhagavad Gita itself. Apart from that, you also have lot of authors who have referred Bhagavad Gita and written their entire books only based on the Bhagavad Gita, where you have the first is the 7 habits of the most effective people by Stephen Covey. It comes from Bhagavad Gita. The book of Napoleon Hill's Rich Dad Poor Dad, that comes from Bhagavad Gita. You have the Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, that comes from Bhagavad Gita. And How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, that also comes from Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is timeless. It was valid 5000 years ago, few thousand years ago, and even today. And be it any time, any situation and any place, all the 3 things, whatever changes, Bhagavad Gita will still be relevant. So you have any problem and you are at any place on the earth, out of earth, Bhagavad Gita can help you. Bhagavad Gita is a guide to counselors, very importantly teachers and parents, to teach parenting to parents and to counselors, because Sri Krishna himself had counseled Arjuna in the war when he was totally in a confused state. And the way that he went about, there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. The first chapter, Bhagwan Shri Krishna just heard Arjuna. He didn't say a single word. But then after that, majorly only Sri Krishna said, and Arjuna heard him and he understood him. So it is a very good guide for counselors and even for dietitians, doctors, health conscious people, because it talks about Traigunya, the three gunas which you have, the three qualities of the food, and the three guns, the three qualities that even you have. One is tamasic, which is a negative quality, the rajasic quality, neutral quality, and the sattvic quality, which is the positive quality. And how you convert from tamasic to rajasic to sattvic, this can be referred to in Bhagavad Gita. It also talks about different way that you can connect to the supreme power. So that is, in simple words, you use your body well. That is called as Karma Yoke, wherein people like most of our soldiers who with the right intention, they have done everything. Yeah, here we'll talk about the action. It talks about the right action also. And what is right action? It says that only the action cannot decide if it is right or wrong. The intention behind that is more important to understand if the action is right or wrong. So if you have a soldier who is doing for the country, with that intention, he gets Karma Yoke. Mother Teresa is a good example of Karma Yoke. And then you have Bhakti Yoke. Bhakti Yoke is where you, even if you don't understand anything, you have Bhakti, you have Shraddha, you have faith in Lord, you have faith in someone, and then you're giving your life for that. Very good example of this was Mirabai and Hanumana as well, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They were all very good examples of Bhakti Yoke. Then you have Jnana Yoke. That is, you used your body, heart, and now you use your mind well. When you use your mind well, it is called as Jnana Yoke, wherein you have people like Abdul Kalam and Madame Curie, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, Newton. They have used their mind, intellect well, and connected to the supreme power, to the God, to through the Jnana Yoke. And you also have Raja Yoke, where you are in the state of meditation and sadhana, and you reach and connect to God. Apart from this, it also is a very good guide for leaders, because it shows and it tells that leaders should not create followers, it should create leaders. And they should not be keeping things to themselves, they should give. It also teaches everyone to give. You give your knowledge, you give everything that you have, and then what remains is what you eat, even in food. It talks about yajna. Yajna is basically donation, dana, dharma, yajna. And it has knowledge, it has wisdom, it will give you the right attitude, it will also create integrity within you, it will develop your character, and it will show you your duty. And not just this, it will transfer your anger. It will transfer anger into calmness. It will transfer your lust and hatred into love. And it will transfer your compulsiveness into consciousness. It will transfer your craving to contentment. It will also make you very comfortable to face changes in life, because it says that nothing is constant. Anitya, agama paino nitya tan stitikshasva bharata. It will teach you how to have patience in life, and it will teach you the cycle of sukha and dukh. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shito ushna sukha dukkhadaha. That is, happiness and sadness, they are just like the season of winter and summer, and they will come and they will go. So Bhagavad Gita, I feel, is full-fledged with everything, and it has helped me a lot, and so my efforts to bring this forth to all of you. Thank you. Looking forward to more questions. Namaste.